Hello everyone, happy International Women's Day. Let's get into some random thoughts from me. I just did a meditation for technology. It was very controversial, no, but it was weird because they were saying try to not pay attention to any technology right now. And I'm doing a guided meditation on Headspace, so basically I'm listening to it on the phone, and it's supposed to be guided, but I'm supposed to not think about or pay attention to any technology. So that was interesting. The other thing they were saying was that you shouldn't react to be less reactive in general, which really corresponds to me. And because lately I was doing a productivity training to my team, and actually a friend of mine invited me to write an article in her blog based on that training. So I'm gonna send it to you or put it down in the description below if it's already out. But it's very interesting because meditation is kind of, from what I've read, is very connected with productivity in a way that productivity doesn't really mean hard work. It means working smarter with much more focus. So basically productivity, one of the definitions is in terms of production, for example, is that you have input and you have output, or like a result. And the idea is that you put less input to get more output, meaning that you can work less hours, but you should work with more focus. And basically what I say in terms of distractions in the meditation and in general with productivity, that's one of the biggest problems and the biggest cancers of our attention and productivity, distractions, because it turns out that 40% of the time a day, for a regular, for a person that is not aware of these things and doesn't necessarily do any practices or any follows any tips about productivity and so on. So on average, 40% of the time a day, a person is not doing productive work. And as I was asking my team, do you think that it's gonna be fair if somebody tells you, oh, if you're 40% less productive, does that mean that you should be paid 40% less? And I know it's a harsh, and I just wanted to give it as a harsh example of the reality that we live in, that, we need to pay attention to that on one hand, and on the other, we need to be aware that we are really, really distracted with our phones and technology all the time. And one of the scary, and also they said that if you compare that statistic to a person like a high-level manager that spends most of their time in focused work, doing, bigger tasks that require more deep work and focused work, that percent can even go up. And the other thing was that on average, we look at our phones for 85 times a day, which on average is every 15 minutes. And on average, you need up to at least 23 minutes to go into focused work, because your mind has to set that focus in place, because every time you start a new task, part of your brain is actually thinking about the task before. That's why multitasking is a myth. And actually, if you check your phone every 15 minutes on average, and on average you need 23 minutes to go into focus work, that seems like an impossible task to do, to go into focus work, right? So I think the stats are very wow. Like they were saying that actually it's proven that not only being distracted and also trying to multitask, not only it, you know, messes up your productivity, but also it's connected to memory loss. Not memory loss, but, you know, creating problems with your memory, and also leads to burnout. And one of the benefits of meditation is actually that it improves your focus and your productivity, therefore, and it actually helps with your memory and so on. So I really feel that these two are connected. Not only that I feel it, basically there are researches about it, but I can feel it personally for myself. For since I started doing, you know, just I'm I do very basic stuff. Like I do guided meditation on Headspace. Like sometimes it's 4 or 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10, 11 minutes, and it doesn't take really a lot of time. And sometimes I really need to start my day with a meditation, or sometimes I do it in the middle of the day, as today, because I was feeling so tired after I woke up. I had a daily meeting with my team that was a little bit long, and then I felt like I was so sleepy. I kind of feel that now, but a little bit more, not so sleepy anymore. Like I feel energized a little bit more than I was before the meditation. And it was funny because I was thinking about this video, and it's one of the worst meditations I've had so far, because I couldn't really focus on the meditation so much, because when there's an idea in my head, I get so wrapped up about it and so hyped up about it, and I cannot stop thinking about it. So I was just thinking, what am I going to say in that video, and is it going to be, you know, interesting to people? But of course, because all the insecurities have to kick in that moment. And I was just watching beforehand some videos of Emma Chamberlain, and honestly I was just thinking that maybe this is what I want, to be as authentic in my videos as her. So why shouldn't I record a video right after meditation with no makeup, in my pajamas and my, you know, thing in my home? So yeah, all these thoughts and the idea about that video was, I know that is just, I just took my phone out and just recorded it. But yeah, so sometimes when you get hyped up about an idea, actually I got hyped up about the idea to make that video during the meditation, which is interesting because maybe it's a good idea to do it, and maybe the meditation helped me have an idea, which is also, I mean, I don't mind. I'm gonna take it. So yeah, these are my thoughts. What is the connection between Emma Chamberlain, I hope I pronounced that word right, and meditation and productivity? It was just my thoughts and my brain somehow combining them in one idea about this video. And I hope you enjoy it, and I really hope that if the productivity topic is interesting to you, I'm preparing lots of materials. Maybe by the time I upload that video and I have the courage to upload that video, I've already have published some of them. So if yes, I'm gonna put them in the description down below so that you can check these out. I'm thinking actually about making the training like an online training tour or something about productivity, because I think that the information and the tips there are fascinating, and I've really tried them myself, and I can feel the difference so much. And especially doing a service business is crazy. To be able to fight for that deep work time that you need to stay focused and to do something and to work on the business instead of in the business, like just answering emails and everything, but also thinking about how to develop the business more. And being a single founder, that's always something challenging. I'm very supported by my community, but still. So yeah, if I do the training, I'm gonna definitely let you know. So make sure to subscribe and follow for more. Thank you.